Hi guys, it's me again. Mato, Lux, and whatever you want to call me if you know me by my YouTube account. Lux, don't if you know me from pretty much any game, it's Mato. Either way, it's fine. But today, I am building a small sprite of the Pokemon Snivy. And I'm joined today by, do you two want to introduce yourselves?
No.
Alright, that's Tearbear.
I'm Celeste. Hi.
Alright, they're joining me today and to help fill in with the audio as I build. And so I'll get started building, and Jay, if you would like to start us off with the question, we'll get started.
Well, I mean, we're not going to tell him what it is. We're going to have him guess or something.
I already told him what Pokemon it was. You mean the question?
Fine. Would you rather be Gonzo or the Cookie Monster?
Gonzo gets abused a lot, but it's always that he can take it.
Can I be the one abusing him?
It's not an option.
Darn.
I'm going to say Cookie Monster, because, yeah.
I'm gonna
I
go.
don't like cookies.
I'm gonna go.
But I mean, if you were the Cookie Monster, then you would like cookies.
This is true.
Don't you like vegetables now?
They're trying to... I think that they're making a separate puppet for that.
Oh, because no one wants Cookie Monster to change. I have to go with Gonzo because I don't like vegetables.
And I don't like cookies, so I'm gonna be Gonzo.
I think I saw a episode of Sesame Street where they tried to feed him a salad, and they were trying to convince him that it was a cookie because it was crunchy and all these other things. And the whole time I'm like, "No, Cookie Monster, don't do it! Don't do it!" And so he finally takes a bite of the lettuce and he's like, "This not cookie!" And he goes crazy and starts flipping tables and all sorts of crazy things. And it was like, good for you, Cookie Monster.
It's all a lie. All a lie.
The cookie's a lie.
Would you rather have narcolepsy or have chronic insomnia?
I'm gonna say narcolepsy, just because. I mean, chronic insomnia, because it would really suck to randomly fall asleep when you're doing something very important, like driving.
I'm gonna go with chronic insomnia because what if you're on a hot day and you fall asleep? Or you're driving? Narcolepsy just sounds like it sucks.
Well, the thing is, I think most of the time they go hand in hand together. As in, when one, like, if you have insomnia, you have narcolepsy because you're tired, so you end up falling asleep when you don't want to fall asleep. Also, insomnia just means you can't fall asleep.
Insomnia is that you can't fall asleep. Narcolepsy is that you can't help falling asleep. You just fall asleep for no reason. You can have the most rest in your life and you just go.
I guess I've heard it defined different ways then.
I suppose with all this, what's it called? Justification, I'm gonna have to go with insomnia also.
Yeah. What does the percentage say?
55% would rather have chronic insomnia and 45% would have narcolepsy.
So, Snivy, the uppity Pokemon. Its ability is Contrary, and its favorite move is Embargo. I made up 90% of that.
Yeah, because Contrary is his hidden ability, and don't have a favorite move.
And it can't learn Embargo, unfortunately, or else I would have it know that.
What does embargo do?
Embargo makes it to where the trainer cannot use items on the Pokemon,
Yeah,
on the opposing Pokemon.
that should be pretty useful doing the Elite Four. It's like, oh, you want to use
Full
full
restore?
restore? Nope. Unfortunately,
Snivy looks weird.
Unfortunately, Pokemon get knocked out way too quickly to really bother too much with it. But just the fact that you know it's coming, do you waste the turn using embargo, or do you use the turn attacking? What were you gonna say, Celeste?
I just said Snivy looks weird. I don't know, it looks like a smug little caterpillar.
Smug little caterpillar?
Yep.
Well, it's interesting, when Snivy was released, and like the first images were released, a lot of fans were calling it Smug Leaf. Because it just has a very smug look expression on his face.
Uh-huh.
So, it's a common nickname for Snivy, and it's a common mistake to call him Smug Leaf because of that. Though some people, when they call it a mistake, they'd say that's just a better name for it.
Nickname!
Exactly.
You can't learn too. I guess he's a basic first evolution. You wouldn't learn too many awesome moves.
Well, you can have some awesome moves, they just wouldn't be all that powerful. And I'm not looking at it right now, I'm looking at the image I'm trying to make. So, we got another question.
No.
Alright, so let's go ahead, now you have one.
Would you rather stub your toe or get a paper cut?
Stub my toe. I do it all the time. I mean, I do it enough to know how to make it stop hurting.
Heck no, I don't like stubbing my toes. I'd rather get a paper cut, because I always get them. So YOLO.
Alright. You say?
Paper cut. Definitely paper cut.
What's the percentage say on that one?
45% would rather get a paper cut. 55% would rather stub their toe. No. No, 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 no.
Alright.
Sorry if I'm quiet, I'm watching Pokemon reenacted by ponies. and it's kind of awesome.
Okay, you have to describe it now.
So, you know My Little Pony? The Friendship is Magic, the new modern one?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, they have some of the characters, like Rainbow Dash is pretending to be Ash and all this stuff, and it's interesting, to say the least.
My little pony, my little pony.
Judging over there. Apparently there's a whole mess of videos of reenacted by ponies.
Is this like a like an actual official thing that they do with the show?
I don't think so.
Like is it fan made?
I'm pretty sure it's fan-made, but it looks pretty legit. And all these would you rather questions are stuff that I don't even know about.
Like what? What's
This one sounds painful. Have all your fingernails and toenails removed quickly, or deep paper cuts on the webbing between your each finger and toe slowly.
I choose death.
Oh man, that sounds horrible. I ripped off a toenail a couple of times. It's not that bad.
Oh no, don't say that, because it is bad. I have done the same thing, and I thought I was gonna die.
Well, the toenail wasn't on completely anyway, that's why I ripped it off. I mean, it was a funky toenail.
Subject change, please.
I wasn't going all into detail, Matthew was.
Man, I'm just getting a mess of these just bad questions. I don't like the weird ones.
Would you rather be able to fly or be able to breathe underwater?
Fly. It's not even hard.
I don't like water, so I'm gonna go with fly.
I had to go with fly just because water is not a human safe environment. Versus flying is just be able to fly is way safer than being in water, because the water, those larger things than people, we're not the top of the food chain in the water, but in the sky we can maintain the superiority. Supremacy, I mean.
Plus, at least if you're flying, you can see where you're going, but some waters are murky.
Exactly.
You save so much money on gas.
Well, assuming you wouldn't be able to fly very fast. I mean, not like super. Like flying kind of lows when you only fly at like normal walking speed. But still, that would mean you'd be able to like stay in one place, and you'd be able to stay in one place and like, say if you needed to paint a house, you would never need to get a ladder or anything.
I found a perfect one for you guys.
Yeah.
Would you rather be Cinderella or be Ariel?
See one.
And just in case y'all don't know who they are, Cinderella lost her slipper at the ball. She had evil stepsisters, and Ariel is a mermaid. That her father is.
I played Kingdom Hearts.
I love Kingdom Hearts.
I'm gonna go with Cinderella. Cause, yeah.
Well, see, Ariel was
I like being human.
Ariel was actually in danger, where Cinderella just Ariel's is spoiled, where Cinderella had to walk, had to had to do pretty much manual labor all of her life, and then at the same time, Ariel was actually, out of the two, Ariel was the one who was actually put in mortal danger and whatnot. So it kind of, I don't know, I'd probably go with, I can't decide. I really can't.
This is how I'm gonna decide. I didn't like Cinderella. You know, the whole losing her slipper, and I didn't like her prince. Ariel, I love Ariel because she can sing to the fish and she's friends with everyone. And I loved Ursula growing up. I cheered for Ursula growing up. And just to be related to her or whatever, I think they're related. Anyways, I would rather be Ariel because I love the Little Mermaid.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go with Cinderella.
I was just going with Cinderella because I like having legs.
Ariel gets
Ariel
legs.
has legs.
Yeah, but I thought that her story ends with her being... No, she doesn't, huh? It ends with her being human, doesn't it?
I think she
I don't
gets the
remember
option,
movie that
doesn't she?
well.
Yeah, she gets to keep the option. Like, she chooses to be human, but she gets to make the she just gets to, decide whatever she feels like doing for that, like, whenever. So, like, she feels like being human, she can be human. She feels like being a fish, she can be a fish.
Meow.
Cats are not an option.
35% would rather be Cinderella, and 65% would rather be Ariel. Ha!
Alright then. So I started, building this, and I'm a good way done. I don't know, I feel like I've got a lot done already, but I realized I didn't make my palette enough. There's a couple of colors I didn't account for, probably about 2 at least. And I'm just kind of looking at this like, oh man.
So they had the classic moment in this Pokemon reenactment where the fire-type trainer tries to use Fire Blast on a Pseudo-Udo.
Ah, yes. Or the classic moment when they realized Charizard's not a dragon type.
I don't watch Pokemon that often anymore, so I don't know half these characters, or remember them.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to keep track of at times, but Pseudo-Widow isn't a really old one.
Would you rather live an average life and be forgotten in time, or go down in history for something terrible?
I don't know.
Average.
I'd rather go down in history for something terrible. And at the bottom it says the history books will remember your name like Hitler. I'm okay with that.
So, speaking of something horrible, I'm like halfway done with the head already, and I realized that I screwed up.
Bravo.
Yay!
Bravo.
Like, everything is like one block off.
I can hear you clicking
Yes.
vigorously. look at Snivy's final evolved form, because there's really not that all much interesting going on with this.
Maybe the trivia. Have you looked at it yet?
Snugleaf. Or Smugleaf.
Got all the way through
Snivy
this.
has the lowest base stat total of all grass-type starter Pokemon, so he's the weakest one out of all of them.
That's interesting.
Snivy and the other two black and white starter Pokemon are the only starter Pokemon to evolve on odd number, 17. I think all the other ones evolve at 16.
Well, I think one of them evolves at 18, but that is odd that they evolve at 17. Yeah, when I played through it, thought it was a little odd that Oshawott evolved at level 17. I was like, why'd you evolve at level 17?
Oshawott! I picked Oshawott. Oshawott's cool.
I'll be right back.
Oshawott was just the best. Was just the best water type available, and there was really no alternatives for water type in black and white. So you just had to pick Oshawott.
Basculin. Terrible Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pig eventually turns into a fire pig, so he's pre-cooked.
Yep, Flaming Bacon. Common nickname for Tepig. What about another would you rather question?
So, a Snivy beat Pikachu. A guy got his Snivy and then immediately battled Ash and beat Pikachu.
Yeah, I saw that episode. I thought it was kind of ridiculous. That's also the episode that Ash reveals that he's still 11 or 10 or whatever age he's supposed to be.
I thought maybe he went to like at least 14 or 13.
Nope. And no, it gets worse because at the end of the series before Black and White started, Ash says he's like 16, that it's been 6 years since he started his Pokemon journey.
Now, does he say that it's been 6 years, or does he actually say that he's 16?
Says it's been 6 years.
So, he just doesn't age. That's the thing.
No, there's a time discrepancy, complete time discrepancy there.
I still want to see the 18-year-old Misty with blonde hair be like, "Hey, Ash, why haven't you aged?"
Oh, that's happened already.
Really?
Well, not, I mean,
A legit episode?
like, she doesn't ask that, but you, like, like when episodes of Misty appears, it's just like she looks different. Like a more obviously older Misty.
Guys, stop being mean to Ash. He just hasn't gone through puberty yet.
Well, no, it's a time discrepancy that we're talking about. Has nothing to do with the fact that he is permanently, yeah.
So, tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems like in the black and white thing, every time Ash pulls out Pikachu, he seems to lose.
That was seemed to be a running theme in the first half of the series.
Because it used to be he'd pull out Pikachu and then just own everybody, even rock types and ground types.
Yeah. Yeah, Pikachu. I describe it as Pikachu dropped his light balls someplace. He must have been holding like 3 or 4 of them. He dropped them all.
Or he's becoming more like his trainer. I'm sorry, I don't like Ash that much.
I don't blame you. He's done some pretty questionable typing. It was like, alright, I'm gonna do this so you can become stronger. You're gonna fight what you're weak to. Except that when he does it, when it counts, like, it's a gym battle and he does it.